What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live video. Today is going to be more of a Q&A live video. So that way, if you guys have any personal questions, you can join the live video or you can actually type it in the comment section. So today is more of an interaction video, live video. If you guys have any personal questions regarding aircraft maintenance engineering, the process, the qualifications, how to transfer your license, you can drop it in the comment section or you can actually join the live video. And I'm going to put the link down in the comment section on how to join the live video. If you guys have any personal questions, you can join the live video. If you have any personal questions, you can drop the questions in the comment section or you can join the live video. If you guys have any personal questions, please put it in the comment section, or you can actually just click the link in the comment section and join the live video. And also for you guys that really have personal questions and you want to kind of contact me personally, I'm going to put my Instagram in the comment section. So that way you can either text me on Instagram and we can actually schedule a call. You know what I mean? And it's all free. You know what I'm saying? Just tell me when you're available and I'll tell you when I'm available and we can actually, set something up. If you guys have any personal questions, put it in the comment section or you can actually click the link and join the live video. All right. If you have any personal question, you can join the live video or put your questions in the comment section. All right. Like I said, I would try to be doing this at least once a week, try to go live. And also, I've been getting a lot of questions regarding the day in my life as a mechanic. Right now, I'm not working. I'm currently not in the base. I'm actually doing a training and I will be done like in around February 12th to 15th. So once I'm back to work, I'm definitely going to be uploading more videos. So if you have any personal questions or you want to ask me any questions in general, or you want to have a conversation, you can actually put it in the comment section or you can just click the link in the comment section. You know what I mean? Today is more of a Q&A interaction, you know? So that way we can learn from each other too. If you have any questions regarding aircraft maintenance, the process, how to transfer your license, what to expect as an apprentice, how many years of experience do you need, job opportunities, pay, you can just click the link in the description, or you can just type your questions in the comment section. And also, I do offer this free consultation. All you gotta do is DM me on Instagram, and we'll set up a call. You hear me? So if you have any personal questions, any questions regarding aircraft maintenance engineering or aircraft mechanic, drop it in the comment section, or you can actually click the link in the comment section and we can have a conversation. My goal is to do this at least once a week, once a week. Try to do this so that way it's way more easier when you talk to people. I like having conversation with people. So if you got any questions, put them in the comment section, or you can just click the link. Hey, what's going on? How are you? If you have any personal question, you can put it in the comment section, or you can actually just click the link in the comment section, and we can have a conversation. Nice, 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 nice. If you have any question, you can actually click the link and we can actually have a conversation, or you can just type your questions in the comment section. AliExpress, are you ESL license or AMP? No, I am AME, so aircraft maintenance engineering. ESL is for the European license. AMP is more of the America license, and AME it's way different. It's the Canadian license. Are you trying to get your ESL or AMP license? So hope you're doing well. I just want to know if it's possible to get my Transport Canada AME license. I have a ESL. Yes, it is possible. I've gotten these questions a lot of time. So the best way to do it is to you gotta email Transport Canada first. Once you email Transport Canada, what they will do is they will check your educational background. So they will check your school courses just to make sure it has a similarity with the Canadian education. And once everything is okay, then they will tell you the next process. But it is possible to transfer your ESL license to AMA license. I have a couple friends that actually went through the same process also. I believe the guy had a B2 license and he moved to Canada, and he had to transfer his ESL license to AME license. So yeah, it's possible. Oh, nice. Now, ESL, to be honest, if I had the chance to uh get any type of license outside Canada, I would definitely go for ESL. Like ESL does have a lot of benefit. Like it's there's a lot of opportunity compared to like AME, because AME license is mostly for the Canadian. It's only for Canada, right? But ESA is for the whole Europe. You can use them in Germany. You can use them in I don't know, Russia, Ukraine, Sweden, Finland. You know what I mean? You have like a lot of opportunity to like even live in a whole different country, you know? So if I had the opportunity to get another license, definitely ESL license. And I believe someone told me the process of getting your ESL license, it's a little bit hard too. I know. I haven't really checked on it. But definitely in the future, I definitely see myself trying to get my ESL license, you know? Just to give yourself more leverage in the future, you know? Yeah, yes, sir, man. Once you have that ESL license, I believe in some countries in Africa too, they use yes, I'm not sure. I think Tanzania or Kenya or something like that. Someone told me they use ESL license also. So you get more opportunity, man, with the ESL license. AMP license is okay, you know, because it's America. You know, you get a little bit opportunity up and there, but like ESL, man, you can't go wrong with ESL, man. You know. So yeah, if you guys have any personal questions, man, you gotta click the link in the comment section where you can actually just type your question. And also, I do offer this free call consultation. You know what I mean? Like if you have any, like I said, my goal here on YouTube is to help people out, man. Like I am not charging nothing. It's all free. Just text me on Instagram and we can set a call. You know. And also, I'll be getting a lot of questions regarding my a day in my life video. I have not been. I'm right now. I have a training for like a month and 2 weeks. So I've actually not been working for like a month and 2 weeks now. You know. So once I'm done with the training, I'll be back to work, and that's why I've not even been uploading videos on YouTube because it's a little bit. My schedule right now is so awkward. I only have the weekends off. I only have Saturdays and Sunday off because of the training. So I've not really had the time to be making videos. You know, that's why I feel like the live video it's a really good way to, you know, understand and know people's question. So if you guys have more questions, let me know in the comment section. And once I'm back to work, I will definitely be uploading more videos, man. Like this February, I'm gonna be February, March, I'm gonna be going crazy on YouTube, you know, uploading more videos. Do you know anything about ICS Canada? Yes. ICS is more of it's a 6 month. I believe it's an online class. It's a 6 month program. So the good thing about ICS is, let's say someone that has no experience in what is called aviation, right? Or let's say you have your license back home, for example, right? So you have your ESL license and you're trying to come to Canada, right? And Transport Canada check your courses back home, and you're still missing some, let's say some courses in you're missing some courses to qualify for your AME license process. So most of the time, Transport Canada will actually tell you to do an ICS course. So it's an online school, and it's like 6 months. So once you're done with that ICS course, you can actually apply for your AME license. So if you're someone that has no license and you're trying to get into the industry, you can actually do the ICS course, which is a 6 month. It's actually accredited by Transport Canada. But the thing is, as an apprentice with no license, you don't have no type of license, maybe back home, nothing. Once you do that ICS course, then you gotta work as an apprentice for 4 years. But if you had your license back home and you do that ICS course, that will help you out a lot because now you have a type of Canadian education. And most Transport Canada inspector, they're actually like that. A friend of mine that transferred his ESL license, I believe he had to do an ICS course, and that is because his course he took in his country, he still needed some courses to qualify for the AME license. and it's a cheap way too. It's like I believe it's like I don't know how much they charge for the course, maybe like 4,000 or something. It's not that expensive compared to like the 2 year program. So if you have your license back home and you're trying to like get any type of Canadian education, I would definitely recommend ICS. ICS course fast, 6 month online. It's flexible, you know, and you don't have to pay that much too. You see, it's only nine, so basically $1,000. Yeah, that's so cheap. Like me when I was in school, because I paid as an international student, I paid. I believe I paid $8,000 per semester. So basically, I paid 16,000 for a whole year. But you getting the same education for $1,000. You know what I mean? So definitely, I would say go for it. Especially if you have a license back home and you're trying to like transfer to your AME license, it's a really good way to present to Transport Canada that you have a type of Canadian education. And from what I heard, most inspectors they actually like that too. Akira said, you really inspired me and helped me learn about aircraft mechanic. I'm now school to start an AME course at BCIT in September, man. Man, that's my goal, man. You know what I'm saying? And this year, whenever people tell me this, like it means a lot to me. Trust me, like it means a lot, bro, because that was my goal when I came here on YouTube. No, I was also that person that came to a new country, you know what I mean, trying to figure everything out. And there was not that much information online. And that, that's what kind of pushed me to start this YouTube channel, man. So yeah, that's my goal, man. And I wish you success. I wish you good luck. I wish you progress, everything, man. And if you have any personal questions anytime, any day, let me know. You can text me on Instagram and we can set up a call. I think it's easy. It's I think it's easy way to get AMA license because I have 7 years experience. Yes, and this is something I didn't really cover in a couple of my videos. So for you to be able to transfer your license back home, right? So if you have an ESL license, for you to be able to transfer to an AME license, you gotta have at least 4 years working experience. That's the minimum qualification. So for you to be able to transfer any type of license back home to AME license, you gotta have at least 4 years working experience. So for you to have 7 years experience, that's perfect. So all I would say is, the first process I would tell you to do is to probably email Transport Canada, tell them your situation, tell them like, I have my ESL license back home. I'm trying to move to Canada and also transfer my license to AME license. And for the most part, they will tell you the whole process. You gotta submit your education back home. You gotta submit your diploma. You gotta submit your work experience, your employment letter, all type of documents, and they will let you know if you need more let's say more courses to cover to be able to qualify for the AME license. And for the most part, if you do that ICS course, you're covered. You're covered. You know what I mean? And it's cheap too. It's like $1,000. So for you to have 7 years experience, it's going to be easy. But also you got to know that it depends on the inspector, because I heard a lot of inspectors, some inspectors can be a little bit tricky. Some might be a little bit easy and some might be a little bit, what I'm saying, a little bit tricky, man. You know? Hey Peter, I have a question. I've been studying aeronautical engineering specialist in mechanical and electrical maintenance of aircraft in Russia. I am Providence and I want to know if I can work there. I am Peruvians. Peru. Oh yeah, so you're from Peru. Okay, I am Peruvians, and I want to know if I can work there. So I've been studying aeronautical engineering, specialist mechanic. Okay, so basically you've been studying. I know in different countries they call it a whole different, like in what's it called in my country, Nigeria. This course is actually a diploma course. So if you have a type of experience back home, that does not guarantee you an a job opportunity here. And I'll give you guys why. I'll tell you guys why. So you got to understand, right? When companies are looking for people to employ, right? They usually start with people that are in Canada, right? So if you got a Canadian education, if you're Canadian or permanent resident, they usually employ people that are in Canada first before they go outside the country. For them to go outside the country, they gotta prove to the government that they there is no there is no application for that job opportunity. So they gotta show the government that people are not applying for this job for them before they can actually go outside the country to employ. So, and for the most part, if they want to employ people outside the country, they usually hire people that have a type of license. So that way, it's easier to convert your license from your country to an AMA license. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, most companies prioritize people that have a type of license. You know, like I remember when I was an apprentice with no license, it wasn't as easy as it is right now to get a job. You know what I'm saying? So since you have a type of experience back home, you said aeronautical engineering specialist, mechanical and electrical. What I would tell you to do right now is to try to get a type of license back in Russia or in Peru. And you know what's crazy? I actually work with a bunch of guys from Peru. One of my previous company, I work with a bunch of guys from Peru, and but the thing is, they already had the license back home. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it was easier for them to get a job here. So what I would advise you to do is try to get a type of license, maybe ESL license, you know, or any type of license back home. So that way that can actually add with your experience to get you a job in Canada. You know what I'm saying? You just having 10, 20 years experience back home does not really guarantee you, because for the most part people companies are looking for people that have a license, because they know once they employ them and they can easily transfer the license to an AME license, you know. If you don't have a work permit, companies do not sponsor. You need a work permit. Um, they do. They actually do sponsor you. I have seen situations. I have seen people getting sponsored for work permits. So, like I said, for them to be able to sponsor you, they gotta prove to the government that the job they are trying to get people for from outside the country, no one is applying for that job in Canada. You know what I'm saying? But the company can actually sponsor you. They call it the closed work permit. So basically, a closed work permit is a work type of work permit that the government give you, but with that work permit, you cannot work with any other company. So that closed work permit is only for that company that employed you outside the country. You know what I mean? But they do actually sponsor your work permit. Yeah, so for with ICS, Alex said after IC, you still have to go through the technical test and 42-month experience for full AME license. Yes, but that is for people that don't have any type of license back home. So if you're a type of person that you have no license back home, but you're trying to get like a fast way to get your license, you can actually go through the ICS program. And once you get to the ICS program and you pass, you still got to work as an apprentice for 42 months to count for your 48 months. But if you have a license back home, then it's a fast way to actually transfer your license. So for your own situation, right? Because you already have a ESL license back home, right? For you to transfer, if you do the ICS course, you don't have to do the 42 month because you already have 7 years back home and you have an ESL license. All you gotta do is send your document to Transport Canada, and they will let you know if you need more course to cover uh your AME application. Yeah. So the ICS, this is how the ICS program. I actually get this a lot. I got a lot of question about this. So the ICS, it's a 6 month program, right? So someone that has no type of experience, no type of working experience, no type of educational background in AME, if you do the ICS program, you still got to do that 42 months to cover for your 48-month experience. But if you have experience back home, right, and you have your license back home above 4 years, and you do the ICS program, you don't have to do that 42 months because you already have that 4 years cover. All you got to do is prove to Transport Canada, by showing them your job employment, by showing them your job offer, by showing them your pay stub, you know what I mean, that you actually work in that company. So thanks, Peter. If I continue studying a master degree about my profession can help me a little, like example, having a scholarship. Uh Scholarship program, to be honest, I never really s- checked into scholarship program. But if you get your master degrees, then I would say just go into engineering, like study aeronautical engineering. If you're getting your master for AME, you don't need your master degree. All you need is a diploma. You know what I mean? So if you further your education and get your master degrees, it makes no difference because you don't have a you didn't actually go to school. I don't think you went to school for AME. It looks like you went to school for aeronautical engineering, and those are two different professions. You know, actually, my a friend of mine, Alex, is actually here. He actually went to school for aeronautical engineering. We're talking about having like a podcast or something. So I think it's a really good way to that would be a really good way to educate people about aeronautical engineering because initially my goal was to come to Canada to study aeronautical engineering, but since I started aircraft maintenance, I don't know why I just fell in love with maintenance more, you know? Yeah, you don't need to wait for 42 months because you already have a ESL license and an experience back home. You don't have to wait for 42 months. All you got to do is, like I said, send your document to Transport Canada and they will let you know if you need more uh, education to qualify for the AME license. Oh, nice. You work for Turkish Airlines. So all you got to do is show them your pay stub, your job employment letter, your job offer. You know what I mean? Prove that you actually worked in the company, and that's it. Yeah, you see, say in Russia we continue a master degree. It's strange. Yeah, like in different countries, it's a whole different process. Like I said, my own country, Nigeria, right? This is actually a degree program that you actually go to school for 4 years, right? And you get a degree. and you actually can actually further your education and get your master. But yeah, in Canada and also in America, it's the same process. You only go to college for like 2 years. It's considered a skilled trade program, if it makes sense. It's considered a skilled trade program. So it's only 2 years and that's it. I think that's the best because you don't have to waste 4 years of school. You don't have to waste a lot of money on tuition, you know. But what I would advise you to do is, uh, if you can get any type of working experience that can get you a license, you know, that would be the best because yes, you can have all this education, you can have all this qualification, but at the end of the day, it's Transport Canada that would determine if they can actually let you get your license here, you know? Yeah, it's 2 years. I don't think it's complicated. I think it's to me, I think it's faster. It's way faster. Because all you gotta do is go to school. I mean, it's not as fast as AMP license. AMP license is actually even way more better from what I heard. It's like 18 months. And after 18 months, you don't gotta work as an apprentice for you can actually write your AMP license exam right away after school. But yeah. And if you think of it too, right, it's kind of balance itself out, right? So in some countries, this is actually a 4 year program, right? But in Canada, right, I think their goal is to actually let you have a type of practical experience. And that's why the 2 years apprenticeship program is mandatory, you know? But for you guys back home, all you gotta do is go to university for 4 years. But yeah, you get the 2 years, in class, and you also get the 2 years practical. So basically, it's almost the same process to get your license, but just different, different process. Is there an industry standard hairline work schedule, especially for new grads? I know it's night shift, but what are you? What are the day? What are the usual days? Uh, so the standard schedule for most airline that I know is the 455 working schedule. So basically, you work 4 days, you get 5 days off. You work 5 days, you get 4 days off. Then you work 5 days, get 4 days off. And I know some airlines have this schedule called 4-4. So basically, you work 4 days, get 4 days off. Work 4 days, get 4 days off. You know what I mean? But yeah, for the most part, it's not a Monday to Friday schedule that you get only Fridays and Saturdays and Sunday off. No, you usually get it's usually uh is it a 4-5-5? So you get work 4 and get 5 days off, or you work 4 and get 4 days off. But I know you gotta know it's a night shift for everyone, especially for new apprentices. It's always gonna be a night shift for the next, I would say, next 8 to 10 years. Okay, so in Turkey, it's 6 days work, 2 days off, 6 days work, 3 days off, 5 days work, 2 days off. Well, that's no, I don't think I've never heard of that schedule here in Canada, man. The standard one I know it's still the 5-4-5-5. Even some MRO companies have the same schedule 4-5-5. So you work 4 days, you get 5 days off, work 5 days, get 4 days off, work 5 days, get 5 days off. Or you work 4-4, I think 4-4-3. I think it's Air Translat that does the 4-4-3. So you work 4 days, you get 4 days off, work 4 days, you get 4 days off, work three, then you get five. I love the schedule though. Like I usually tell my friends, like our schedule is the best, man. Like it gives you a lot of free time to do stuff outside work. Yeah, people complain it's night shift, like, oh, you doing night shift every time. But if you think of those 4 or 5 days you're getting off, you're like literally working half of the year. That's it. You know, if you want to contract on the side, you can actually contract on the side. If you want to travel, you can travel. If you want to spend time with your family, you can actually do that. You know? Yeah, it's a really good schedule, man. I love it. Like I love the schedule. Yeah, maybe you're right. I really appreciate your knowledge of be yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? It's what's it called? It's a whole different process in different countries, man. In some countries, this is actually considered a degree. So basically, you go to university for 4 years, which is almost the same time frame as Canadian process, but the Canadian process is kind of splitted, right? So you get the in class and you get the real apprenticeship program, which I think that's the best way because as a maintenance guy, you're not really doing that much engineering. You know, you gotta be able to troubleshoot, you gotta be able to know the system, you gotta be able to work with your tools. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can't even that 6'2", 6'3", 5'2". Like, man, I don't know how you guys do it, man. I don't know why they do that. Is it that because you guys don't have a lot of people or something? Because it also depends on the population of the employees, right? Too. But at 6'2", 6'3", 5'2", 5'3", nah. Are you working in line maintenance? Yes. But for now, I am working. I usually work in a hangar. I don't usually work on a ramp, and I chose it because I don't. I'm not really a fan of the code, man. I don't like the code. I don't like the code at all. I like working in the hangar. The hangar is the best, man. It's warm. You know what I'm saying? Get your task card, your A check, you get it done. You know. What was your schedule at AAR in Tuareg? Yeah, I had the same schedule. It's the 455. So basically, I was working 4 days, then I'll get 5 days off, work 5 days, get 4 days off, then work 5 days, get 5 days off. And I love Tuareg. The AAR, not the city itself, but AAR Tuareg, man, company is a really good place, man, especially for apprentice. Like you will I learned a lot from Tuareg, man. Like the team leads were nice people. You know, the working condition. I made a lot of good friends there, a lot of mentors. You're lucky. I've been on line maintenance since 2016. Line maintenance is not bad. For me, the only reason why I'm not really a big fan of the ramp, it's just the weather. Summertime, she sign me up for the weather for ramp. I love ramps during summer, but winter is like, man. And I know it snows in Turkey too, right? It gets cold in Turkey too, right? So I don't know how you doing it, man. You know, for me, I don't like the cold. That's the only the downside. You know, like I don't like cold. You know, but once in a while they put me on the ramp if they need people there. But for the most part, I usually get the hanger, which I like. You know, and the ramp too. Sometimes it gets boring. Like you gotta go wait for your aircraft, and it takes like 2 3 hours sometimes before your aircraft comes. and you're not doing anything for 2, 3 hours. You're just sitting down waiting for your aircraft to come. Your aircraft comes, you do a quick uh what is it called, service check, check your logbook, make sure there's no snag, and that's it. You're done. It gets boring. For me personally, it gets a little bit boring sometimes. But at least the hangar, I get to do engine change. I get to remove parts. I get to actually troubleshoot. In line maintenance, you're not really troubleshooting. Your goal as someone that work on the ramp is to dispatch the aircraft as soon as possible. If you have any snag, hand me hell. That's it. Dispatch. But in hangar, you gotta fix it. And that's what me I like doing, like line maintenance is okay. I would say line maintenance can be like a retirement, goal. Maybe once I start getting a little bit old, like in my 40s or 50, then yeah, you start doing line maintenance too. But for right now, I still feel like I wanna, get my hand dirty, I wanna do that engine change. I wanna do that servicing. I wanna, yeah, you see? It's freezing, eh? Oh shit, you have to replace the fuel pump on the line. Shit. So usually if we have an A check, you usually get 1 or 2 aircraft a day if you have an A check. But if you have like a quick service check, you might get like 3, 4 aircraft a day. But the problem with line maintenance is that you don't do that much. I don't know how it is in other companies, but the one I'm working for, people that work on the ramp, like I said, like your goal when you work on the ramp is to get that aircraft in the air, to depart that aircraft. So if you have any snag, you're not really troubleshooting on the ramp. If you have any serious snag, you got to check your AMAL, your minimum equipment list. You call MOC, they hear me out the snag, maybe the next cycle, then that's when you actually get it fixed in the hangar. For me, it gets a little bit boring. We do troubleshooting in line maintenance is crazy. Yeah, that's the most fun part of maintenance, the troubleshooting aspect, like trying to figure out the problem. Like me, I've always been good in math, and I would say that kind of helped me out a little bit more in troubleshooting. And also like the company I work for, that's why I love my team lead, man. Like I love people that I work with. I know if I don't understand something, there's always someone there to help me out. And that's one of the beauty thing. That was one of the good thing about this program, this AMA course. You know, I believe like most of the people I've worked with, they've helped me out a lot. So for guys working in Quebec, do you have any language barrier issue, and do you get your first endorsement up in TR? So for Trois Rivières, the good thing about Trois Rivières, especially AAR, the company there, you don't need to know French. Like literally everyone in the company speaks English. You know, aviation it's a English career, so everyone speaks English there. But outside the company, you might find it a little bit difficult because Tuareg it's a really small town, right? And also another good thing about Tuareg AAR is once you get your license, within like a month, 2, 3 months, 2 months max, you're getting your type course. So before I left there, they had the 220s, the 219s, and the 320s, 390s, and 321s. So you get your type course. You know what I'm saying? They sign you up for the type course immediately. Morris said, "Hey there, why did they pay so little for AME apprentice, like $20 an hour? For some with a college diploma is a shame. In Europe, you have that for cleaning lady. I know. Uh, you gotta understand as an apprentice, you don't have leverage. As an apprentice, it's not the way companies look at it, right? It's not about the and I do agree, like the pay is it's not the best, especially for apprentice. Even you guys are probably going to have more. When I started as an apprentice, I was getting $16 an hour. You know what I'm saying? The good thing is I was living in a city that was not expensive. Then until I moved to Tuarevia and they would pay me like a little bit more, maybe 20, 22 an hour. But when I initially started, what I'm saying, I wasn't getting a lot of money. But the way company look at it, right, is that yes, I know you have the education, but you're not really you're still learning, like you're not really providing a lot of value compared to someone that has a license, and that's one of the sacrifices I taught people to be ready for. Even me too, when I graduated from school, like no one was yet to tell me that hey, you're gonna be getting paid. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand that you have a goal and your goal is to get your license. You gotta understand that once you get your license, trust me, life will become way more easy. I know it's not going to be easy now, like $20 an hour. I'm being honest with you, with the economy right now, it's not the best. It's not the best. Like I definitely support what you say, but I want to tell you, don't give up, bro. Like trust me, you can trust me. Like within, all you gotta do is put your head down, go to a city that is not that expensive, and that's what I usually tell people. Go to like Tuarivia is a perfect place, man. Like trust me, when I was in Tuarivia, I was paying rent for a full furnished apartment. Like it came with a bed, TV, everything, and I was paid I think $800. So that helped me out a lot because my expenses was not that crazy. So for you guys looking for a apprentice job, I usually tell people go somewhere that is a little bit less expensive. You know, so that way you can actually support yourself with a low pay. But once you get your license, then now you gotta start. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta start looking for a better opportunity, man. You know, 3 to 4 aircraft are okay. My routine days, I usually sign up at least 8 aircraft a day. 8 aircraft. That they are actually working you guys, man. They're making you guys work for your money. Boy, that's a lot. 8 aircraft a day? Nah, that's too much. I think that's too much. The max I ever got was 4. And that max was because during COVID, everybody was calling sick, so we had to cover for some people. But 8 aircraft a day, that's too much. Like, how would you do that? Yes, Mars, I agree with you. You have technical issues and you take risks by signing certificate release or service. Yeah, trust me, $20 is not. I definitely support you, man. $20 is it's not the best. Like I feel like we at least apprentice gotta be getting at least, man. If I had a company, at least I'll be paying apprentice at least 25, 28. At least minimum, I would say 28 because the economy right now it's not easy for people. But the way you balance the pay is by going to a city that is not expensive. That would be my best advice. But I would tell you, don't give up, man. Trust me. Once you get your license and your type course, life will become way more easy. You'll get a lot of more opportunity. And if you want to actually further, if you want to like start your own business, you can actually start like a self-employment contracting job. Like I had no friends. I know a guy right now. He actually went to Australia, and this guy is getting. I think he told me was getting $65 an hour. Plus, he's getting per diem. He's getting like $100 every day per diem. You know, so those are the opportunities that comes with a license. But as an apprentice, man, you gotta just close your eyes for 2 years. You know. Yes, I do, but I don't know my password. I haven't used it in a long time. If you want to connect with me, you can actually add me on Instagram. My LinkedIn, I don't know what my password is. I haven't used it in like only God knows, man. My second question is searching for job offers in Canada. I discovered a lot of job offers with the mention no avionics. Yeah. Um, and that's another thing I noticed too. Most companies usually hire AME, and the reason is because someone that has an AME license, you can actually sign a maintenance release. But if you have your avionic license, you do not, you can't sign a maintenance release, right? So, and avionic job avionic job are not really in demand right now, and that is because of the fact that they cannot sign a maintenance release. So, and that is something I feel like in the future, Transport Canada gotta fix. And the way they can fix it is by actually collaborating and merging the same license together. So just like in America, they have the AMP. So as an AMP technician, you can actually sign avionics and mechanical job, right? So I feel like they gotta merge the two licenses together, because it's unfair for people that go to school for avionics, right? And you know what I'm saying? Like they can't get a job easily. I would definitely say maintenance guys have more opportunities than avionics, from what I have seen. There's more job opportunities, there's more pay, and the only difference is the responsibility. Because with your avionics license, you cannot sign a maintenance release, but with your AME license, that's when you can actually sign a maintenance release. You know, it's sad though. There's a lot of things like I wish they could change. One of them is the pay, especially for apprentice. Like when I started with apprenticeship, man, I was getting nothing, you know. And I know people that got worse than me. I know a guy when he graduated from school, he was getting like $15 an hour. Um, you know what I'm saying? But right now, I can't imagine you surviving with 20 an hour. So the thing is, overtime pay, when overtime pay kicks in, the 20 ain't that bad. But to be honest, even now, since you were an apprentice, the minimum of AME is high. Yeah, it's way higher now, man. Cause I remember when I was apprentice, man, I was not 20. Apprentice are getting right now. I think they're getting 25, 28 easy. If you actually get an opportunity in a big company, you'll get at least 25, 28 as an apprentice, you know? But to be honest, I still feel like 20 is still low. Like as an apprentice right now with the economy, I would say at least, man, 25, 28. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 23 is, I would say 23 is probably the standard right now. Like I know companies that usually hire apprentice for 17. Now they paying 23, 25 an hour. Wow, that's crazy. Having 8 aircraft a day, I think that's too much. Even is that even I mean, I don't know what the company policy in different countries, but that's like that's like overriding your human factors, man. That can actually put a lot of stress on you, a lot of you overworking yourself, you know? But the thing is, different countries have different regulations, different policy. So that kind of plays into what the companies can do, right? I know here in Canada, you can actually complain if your companies I think they have a regulation that you can't work more than 60 hours a week. Okay, I don't know what happened to my camera, but yeah, I believe my camera, the battery just died. Are you planning to get further rating like E or AM1 license? Um, for me in the future, I see myself probably getting my what's it called, my e license, and it's just more M1. I would not advise you to get your M1 license. M1 right now, um, there's not a lot of opportunities for M1, but e license, and the reason why I would say e license because the way I see technology going in the future, like I definitely see in the future there's going to be a lot of fly by wires, a lot of electrical engines in the future. So I like for me, like I always think of the future, like how can I leverage what I have in the next 10 years, So I definitely see myself getting my e-license because I believe a lot of these components is going to be electrical in the future. Like look at cars now, like these Tesla, everything is all electrical, and definitely in the aviation industry is going to evolve. So I definitely see myself probably getting my e license too in the future. Well, it's nice to join your meeting. I'm happy to see AME. I hope I will pass the issue. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? If you have any personal question, you can text me on Instagram, Peter Jandit. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys for even taking your time to, have a little conversation with me, man. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for your time also. If you have any question, like I said, I'm always here to help people out, man. And good luck with your application too. Let me know, text me on Instagram so I can actually connect you with people that actually went through the same process too. So that way you guys can talk and get advice from each other. AME type amp can sign maintenance release and type E not for avionics retrofit or replacement. It is an E license necessary or what? So these are how it works, right? A maintenance release is different from a task uh a task card. So a task card, when you do your job, right? You know what I'm saying? When you do your job, you sign for what you do. But a maintenance release, it's more of a responsibility that a person has, and you're actually saying the whole job that has been done, the whole maintenance that has been done on this aircraft. So avionic structure maintenance, it's all in accordance with the type design. It's actually airworthy, So that's the only difference. So as a person that has avionic license, right? Let's say for example you replace I don't know, you replace like a DMC box, right? Or a VOR antenna. As someone that has an avionic license, you sign for that task card. But an AME has to sign the maintenance release for that task card. So that's the difference. Hey, what's going on, man? If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. Yeah, honestly, like e-license, I know you guys there's not a lot of opportunities for e-license right now, but I definitely seen a lot of opportunity in the future because the way technology is going, like everything is all electrical, man. Like software, like one of my favorite aircraft right now, the 220. Like there's a lot of electrical. It's all fly by wire, you know. The hydraulic system is now electrical to hydro mechanical control. You know what I'm saying? It's not just fully hydraulics. There's a lot of system. There's a lot of DMC. There's a lot of pins. There's a lot of wires. There's a lot of fly by wire uh system. You know. So I definitely see myself getting to 20 because the way things are going in the future, man. I see avionics having a lot of opportunity. So, what's your advice to new mechanic to get the experience as fast as they can? Some experienced colleagues are busy or they don't want to share experience. Uh, so as a new mechanic, the best way and the way I usually tell people to go through is the heavy maintenance route, and I will tell you guys why. If you work in line maintenance, right? So for let's say an airline, the experience you get and also the process of you getting your license, it's a little bit slower. But if you work in an heavy maintenance facility, so let's say companies that do C check, H check, right? You get your experience get it's way faster and easier. And that is because for C check and A check, you are actually ripping down the whole aircraft and you're putting the whole aircraft together. So basically, it's the same as let's say it's the same as making a whole new aircraft. You know what I'm saying? So you are actually it helps you out in let's say ah, knowing how to use your tools, finding what the location of where the parts are. You know what I'm saying? Those are the experience you get faster in an heavy maintenance facility. And the best one, my favorite, is actually your logbook. Like when I was working as an apprentice, right, in this heavy maintenance facility, right, in AR, I got my logbook signed like almost in like within a year. And that is because the task card I was doing in AAR, you don't get the chance to do those card in a line maintenance facility. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't change IDGs every day in line maintenance. We probably change IDGs maybe once or VFGs maybe once only maybe once every 3 months. But in every maintenance facility, you can actually change VFGs maybe every day. You know what I'm saying? Maybe once a week. You know, like one of the things that actually helped me out when I was in AR, right? There was one job. I don't think you ever get a chance to do that in a line maintenance facility, and that is actually changing the H tab. So the horizontal stabilizer. I got a chance to change that in AR, but in line maintenance you never do that, and that is a sign up in your logbook. You know, so I definitely usually recommend people that especially apprentice to go through the heavy maintenance facility route. And that is because it just speeds the whole process up for you faster. It speeds the your logbook signature faster. You experience, you learn more, and you actually get the chance to work independent more. You know, like my line maintenance is good. Line maintenance is a really, like, if you're looking for line maintenance, the advantage of line maintenance is more of the troubleshooting. In heavy maintenance, you don't learn how to troubleshoot that much. For the most part, you're just taking out parts and replacing it, right? But in line maintenance, that's when you actually learn how to troubleshoot, how to, like, you learn more about the aircraft system. So if you're trying to get more experience as a new hired mechanic, I would definitely recommend you to go through the what's it called, the heavy maintenance facility route. And once you get your license, once you get that more experience, you can actually, and it's going to be way more easy to get into the what's it called, line maintenance. And that is because when for example, right, let's say you have a 320 experience, right, in every maintenance facility, and you apply to, like, let's say WestJet, or let's say Air Transat or Air Canada. Those guys, they already have the 220. They will hire you way more easier because you already have a background in heavy maintenance for that aircraft. So I would definitely recommend you to go through the heavy maintenance facility. Line maintenance is a good one, but for you to learn more and get your license faster, definitely the heavy maintenance, man. And the good thing about now is there's a lot of MRO companies. Like, there's AR, really good company, man. There's Avianor, there's POW, there's Jazz in Halifax. There's a lot of MRO companies you can apply to here in Canada. Yeah, the 220, man. That's my favorite aircraft. Like, I love that aircraft, man. There's a lot of, I would say that's like the guinea pig of the future, you know? Like, there's a lot of, apparently someone was telling me it's almost the same as the global 7500. But yeah, I love the 220, man. The Airbus 220. It's so easy. It's an easy aircraft to learn. It's no complication. The only problem is the size. Sometimes to replace a part, you gotta be a little bit skinny to get in. So working nights, do you think it's better to work out before or after work? So these are me. I schedule my gym schedule, right? So for the most part, I usually work out when I'm not working. So, and that's why I say, like, our schedule is really good because you get 5 days off. Like, if you work out for 5 days, you want to take a little break for like 2 3 days, for your body to recover. You know what I'm saying? So if I work out when I work, I usually go before work. So for the most part, I usually go to my schedule is like around 8 p.m. I usually go to work like around 6 7, work out for like an hour 2 hours before work, take a shower, then go to work. After work, there's no way I'm doing that, bro. Like, I get tired, man. You know what I'm saying? After working out the whole night, there's no way I'm going to the gym. So I would definitely, if you're trying to, like, implement the gym with work schedule, I would say before work is probably the best. Hey, what's going on? Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about, man. Congratulations, bro. That's my goal. I love to see people, you know, getting what they want in life. If you want any, I have friends in AR that I can connect you with. If you need anyone to talk to there, if you want to make friends, let me know. I can connect you guys together too. But yeah, I'm happy for you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for you, man. You know, working towards my B1 license in base maintenance in Norway, UK, open to apply for a license later in the year. Yeah, the UK license is different. So, what do they call it? Is it the IAC or something like that? Yeah, the UK license is there. It's almost the same as the AME. It's not like the general European license. Is it ICA or something like that? Or I yeah, some it's gotta be I some. I forgot what it is. So give me some tips working in your previous. Yeah, so what I would tell you right now, how it's a comp. I don't like to me. I don't like giving company reviews. Right. I love giving a general review because I'm not physically authorized to speak about a company, but because that company was a really good company, and man, I learned a lot from that company. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a general advice. The first thing I would say, they usually look they're really picky with it's punctuality. You got to make sure you're showing up to work early, you know. And for me, when I was there, I did not have a car the first 2 months, so punctuality was a little bit. The bus system is not the best in that city in Tuareg. So I had a little problem with the transportation, but they wanted me. You know what I'm saying? And those they are always there to help you out, man. Like trust me, if you have any questions, there's someone that is going to help you out. And that's something I love about that company, man. You know what I'm saying? But I would say punctuality, you gotta punctual, you gotta show them that you want to your, you have the you are eager to work. You know what I'm saying? And just go slow, man. The company, you're gonna love it. I'm telling you, you're going to love it, man. Like the pace of there's not that much pressure. The pace of work there, it's nice, man. It's smooth. You know, I love that the reason why I did not stay there is because of the city itself. It's because it's a really small city, and I didn't really speak French, so it's a little problem for me, man. You know, but the company itself, man, I really love it. Like, I met a lot of good people there. Like I said, if you need connection with people there, I still have friends that work there. I can connect you guys together. You know, but you're gonna love it there for sure. You're gonna love it there for sure. I just started working in the basement in Germany. I feel a little bit lost because no one is advising you how to be able to do. Just waiting the team lead back to take. Yeah, and that's something I noticed too, right? And that's why I'm actually here to, what I'm saying, to help with the little knowledge I know. I'm here to like help people out too, right? And something that really helped me out was I would say it's more of my personality, the way I was raised up, and also the advice I got from my professor in school. So in that kind of situation, for example, right, if there is no job, no one is giving you any task card, right? The best thing to do in that kind of situation is to keep yourself busy. And how can you keep yourself busy? Grab a broom, sweep the hanger, arrange the hanger. You know what I'm saying? Little things like that. Trust me, the companies are your manager is probably watching you. You want to build a kind of trust and a good reputation. But down the line, once you're in the company for a year or two, no one is going to be watching you like that. You know what I'm saying? But for that first 3 months, 4 months, you want to be on your best behavior. You want to show the company that you can actually add a value to them. You know what I'm saying? And I know sometimes it could be frustrating, man. Like you want to actually work, but they're like, oh, wait for your team lead to give you a task card, and you sitting down doing nothing for the next 2 3 hours. Trust me, I know that feeling. I was there too. You know what I'm saying? But you just gotta show them that you are determined to learn. And how do you show them? Just grab a broom, sweep the hanger, even though it's not dirty, kind of arrange things, look busy, you know what I'm saying? And after like 5 to 7 months, Trust me, no one is gonna be watching you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like these people are really like I've made a lot of good friends in not only the company but in the city too. Like for some weird reason, whenever I tell them I don't speak English, like they actually want to have more conversation with me, you know? But yeah, it's a good place though. But for me it's just the I I definitely see myself learning French because I've Quebec is probably one of the best province right now, you know, like the cost of living to buy a house to the only problem is the taxes. I definitely see myself learning French in the future. You know, I might move back to Tuareg. You never know. But it's a good city. People are really nice. Yeah, you see exactly what I'm saying. It- Trust me, every apprentice go through the same situation. Like the team lead is taking his time forever to give you a task card. Like you on probation and you cannot just stand for like 3 hours doing nothing. The way kind of I always keep myself busy, man. They know me. I was that guy that would carry the broom, sweep the floor. You know what I'm saying? Iris the whole angers, push my toolbox, make us look busy. And after like 6, 7 months, no one is gonna be checking up on you like that. You know what I'm saying? But your goal is to pass that probation period. You know, that probation period is to prove to the company that you can actually add value to them. It's all about value, man. Trust me, you're gonna be good. You're gonna be good for sure. So can you explain in 2 words technical exam, standard practice, and avionics regulatory exam? I need to take these for the transfer. So the standard practice is more of the I didn't do it, but I believe it's more of the um I would say it's more of the um let's say I'm not sure. I know I got to do my research and I don't want to give you a wrong information. But the course exam is just a regulation exam. It's more about the do's and don't do your supplementary following your tab design, your AME license. It's more of the regulation that covers maintenance. Uh, but the standard practice, I believe it's more of the technical part, so the systematic part of the aircraft. So they will ask you questions about engines, they will ask you questions about I believe they will ask you questions about the function of parts. I'm not sure, but I will do my research. You know what? If you can text me on Instagram, because I didn't do the exam. I don't know what they usually ask this exam. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to give you a wrong information right here. You know, but if you can text me on Instagram at Peter Granted, I'm gonna talk to someone that did the exam so I can give you a broad idea of what kind of questions they ask because I didn't do it. I only did the cars exam, and I can tell you the cars exam is more about the regulation that covers maintenance. You know what I'm saying? So how do I fill my logbook daily or by the end of the shift? And also what you advise in matter of man? I would say your logbook. Fill your logbook as soon as you get the task done. Me, I don't wait till the end of the shift. I don't wait till I don't wait till the next time. I don't wait till the next day. As soon as I finish the job with the AME, I tell them, hey, but look, you understand my logbook? You know what I'm saying? And that's the best way to do it because if you start procrastinating your logbook, before you know you're like 7 months in and you don't have any task done. So as soon as you finish that job and you know your AMA, your the license guy actually watch you and see that you actually do the job, get it signed as soon as like the same time that I right there. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to fill your logbook up because trust me, I know guys that went through the same the way procrastinating their signature, and before you know you like 2 years in, and now you are trying to rush to get all this signature. You know what I'm saying? And you cannot remember all the dates you actually did that task, and that can actually affect your application because imagine if you get like imagine on your logbook you have like 20 signature on the same date. The inspector is gonna be like, okay, what's going on? Why would you? How did you do 20 tasks the same day? You know. So that's why I usually tell people once you get that task done, you want to get that signature that same time, not that same day, that same time. Cause trust me, man, I was a little bit sluggish with mine the first month, and it's natural because you get busy with work, right? Sometimes you don't pay attention to those things because now you're really busy working. But you got to know as an apprentice, your goal is to get your license. And the way you can get your license is to get your logbook signed. You know what I'm saying? So you have to prioritize, like your logbook should be like your first priority because that's the only thing that can actually slow your process. The only thing that can actually slow your process of you getting your license, it's your logbook. Because the course exam, it's not that hard. If you actually study for it, right, you can easily pass the exam. Like for me, it took me 2 months to study for that exam. You know, like I prepared 2 months ahead of time, you know, studying for that exam and I passed, you know. But the thing that can slow your application down is your logbook. And if you don't take it serious, man, you're gonna look like 2 years after and you don't have any signature, you know? And it's going to happen to you because you're going to be working. And trust me, once you start working, you're not thinking about your logbook anymore. Trust me, it's going to happen to you. But you gotta make sure you gotta put behind your mind, like, hey, I gotta get my license because without a license, you're not gonna get good money, you know? So the best way to get your logbook signed and filled is by getting that signature as soon as you get a task done. Get it done the same time. Once you finish, you sign your task card, show your the license guy, hey bro, can you give me a little signature right here? Get it signed, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes. So yeah, just text me on Instagram. My goal, like, I don't want to give you a. I didn't do the exam. I did not do the standard practice exam. So I don't know what they usually ask in that exam. You know. So if you can, I'm going to talk to a friend of mine that went through the same process. And I'll get back to you ASAP. Yeah, man. You know, my goal here is to help people out, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you guys have any question, man, you can text me on Instagram. We'll schedule a call, we'll talk, you know what I'm saying? And I will be back uploading videos hopefully by the end of this month. I know I've not been uploading videos, and that is because I'm actually not working right now. I have I'm doing a what is it called? A training right now for a month and a half. I'll be done around maybe February 18. So once I'm done with my training, then I'll be back to work. And that's when I can actually have time to upload more videos. So But once I'm back to work, man, I'm gonna be uploading more videos at least 2, 3 times a week, man. Back to the grind, you know? Yes. That's how, man. I remember when I was trying to get because for me it's like I already wasted time because I could not get a job, right? When I graduated school, like I've told this story so many times, I could not get a job. So I wasted like almost 2, 3 years as an getting without getting any signature, nothing, you know? Because I was not really paying attention to my license. I was not taking my license serious, you know? And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna be working, 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 working. Then I realized, like, bro, what am I doing? I went to school for this course to pay a lot of money for it. Why would I not want to get my license? You know, so I started taking my license a little bit more serious. And that's what I'm here to tell people, like, man, it's going to happen to you, man. Trust me. Like, I know people that it's definitely going to happen to you because once you start working, you forget that you have to sign a license. You have to sign a logbook. Like it happens to all of us. But you gotta make sure, man, you put that logbook, it's your priority. Because that's the only thing that can actually slow down the whole process. And you don't want to be in a situation whereby now it's last minute and you're getting 10, 15 signature for the same day. The inspector is gonna be like, okay, what's going on? Why how the hell did you change a rudder, change your VFG, change your hydraulic system, change an actuator, change your gear the same day? How is that possible? How is that possible? You know? And that can actually now they can start asking you a lot of questions, and now it's going to slow your whole process down. It's going to slow your whole application down, you know, because they actually do check your logbook. They will check the signature, they will check the licenses numbers to make sure it's a valid license, you know. And sometimes I've heard like they will actually tell you to like if they have any problem with your application, right? If they see any type of you know illegal activities, they tell you to actually print out the whole task card, your history, the task card history you've actually done. They will tell you to print out everything as a proof. So to prevent those type of situation, you want to make sure you're getting your logbook signed ASAP. I have my AMP along with an associate. Do you think my associate of AME will help me climb the ladder in aviation industry? Yes. Uh, one of the best way to grow in any career is one experience, and two is having any type of education degree or and that's one of the things I tell people. If you want to climb, you know, the ladder in AME, like in maintenance, you gotta have good experience and some type of qualification that can actually get you up there. So if you are now, I believe Centennial is offering this course. I think it's advanced diploma, and that can actually help you out to get into the management side. So if you want to get into the management, you having a little bit of, let's say, uh a business or a type of advanced diploma or a type of degree can actually help you out. So I definitely believe in if you're that type of person that wants to grow more, they trust me, you can actually grow more into a higher position, man. And how can you do that is by actually having experience. Something that will help you out is experience, and also having a type of diploma or a degree or something that can actually help you elevate, you know? And another thing that helps you out too is staying in the company for a long term. So if you're that type of person that be bouncing around companies, that's not good. But if you stay in a company for, let's say, next 5, 6 years, it's going to be way easier to grow. So if you want to go into the management side, you can actually stay in the company for 5, 6 years, apply for the management side, you get into the management, stay in the management for let's say 5 years. And once you get the experience, you know what I'm saying? You grow more and more and more and more. But if you're that type of person that you get a you work in this company for 2 years, you go to another company, work for 2 years, go to another, trust me, it's going to be hard to grow faster, you know? And even one of the company I work for, people that actually, you know what is crazy? I believe in AR, the is it the maintenance supervisor manager or some, the guy that's in charge, is it the PMA, the person responsible for maintenance? Yeah, the whole guy responsible for maintenance was actually an AME guy that started off as an apprentice. Yeah, he was telling us a story. Like he started off as an apprentice like a couple years ago, and with time, he moved on to getting his license, moved on to team lead, and there was opportunities for a management side. He applied, he got it, and that's what company like. They love seeing someone that is loyal. I know it's hard to be loyal to a company, but if you find the right company to be loyal to, trust me, it's gonna worth it down the line because it's going to create a lot of opportunity down the line, you know? And he told us, you like, he started up as an apprentice. From apprenticeship, he got his license, and he had some type of degree also too. That kind of helped him out also. So from maintenance, he got lead, he got management, then boom, he's like the top person managing the whole what's it called, the whole company in Tuaribia. Yeah, bouncing around in aviation industry, it's good. You make good money, but you know what I'm saying. But I believe if you want to grow and get in, uh, what's it called, good position, then you gotta be stable in the company. All right, bro. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate you coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? What is it called? We gotta set up the podcast. I'm excited for that. Let me know when you're ready. Yeah, bro. We gotta set up the podcast. I feel like it's going to help a lot of people that are trying to get into aerospace engineering also. You know, for sure, for sure. Yes, yes. I'm excited, bro. You know, I'm excited. So yeah, if you guys have any personal questions, you can actually text me on Instagram at Peter Janded. We can set up a call anytime. We just gotta work out the schedule. You know what I'm saying? And I know I've been slacking a lot on YouTube. I've not been uploading videos on YouTube, and that is because I'm currently not working. I'm out of base. I'm doing a training right now. By the end, I would say around February 15, 18. That's when I'll be done with the training and I will be back to work. Once I'm back to work, I'll be uploading more and more videos. And if you have any video ideas, let me know and I will try to get a video as soon as possible. And also, I will try to be doing this live video at least once a week. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section, or you can actually text me on Instagram too. This my Instagram right here, Peter Janded. All right. I have like 10 more minutes. So if you have any question right yo, let me know. Yeah, man. AME it's a really good course, and my goal here is to spread the course a little bit, a little bit more to people that are trying to get into the aviation industry, man. I would say it's a really good way to step into the industry. Like you can actually leverage that to a lot of you can leverage you just being an AME, you can actually leverage it into sales. If you're trying to like get into sales, like selling of aircraft, you can leverage your experience as an AME into sales. If you want to start your own company, you can leverage your experience as an AME to start your own company, to be self-employed. You know, like it creates a lot of opportunities, man. And my goal here is to spread this course, let people know there's a lot of opportunities. Trust me, there's going to be a lot of negative comments about this career, but man, you got to look at the good side of things, man. You know what I'm saying? For you to progress in life, you got to look at the good side of things, you know? So, yeah, if you guys have any questions, let me know. If you want to have a private call or some, you know what I'm saying? Let me know. I see a lot of guys talk about how they break down their bodies or they over exaggerating and not doing things correctly, or is that a fact? Uh, the thing is, people that complain about how you got to understand that there's regulations that actually protect you. So if a company is forcing you to do something, you can actually complain. You know what I'm saying? So if people that are complaining about breaking down their bodies and they are over exaggerating, yes, it's being an AME can be physical demanding. Trust me, like I'm being honest with you, it can be physically demanding. Yes, sometimes you work crazy hours, 12 hours a day, but it's not that bad. It's nothing easy in life. Like tell me any career that it's easy. You know what I'm saying? So you will see guys complaining about how they are, and the guys that complain are not doing the thing correctly. Like, for example, one of my first job ever. I know a guy that you tell him to, let's say, change like a wheel, right, a tire. You know what I'm saying? They have you have proper tools to use this, but the guy never used it. He never used the tool. He never used the proper tool. So, like, how would you not hurt your body if you're not using the proper tool? You know, and that's why companies provide all these PPE. Companies provide all these machines to make our job more easy. And thanks to technology nowadays, like these, you have literally machines that can make your job way easy. If you want to change a wheel, you got a wheel stand. If you want to change the brakes, you got the right tool to change the brake. You know what I'm saying? Yes, is it physically demanding? I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes, it could be physically demanding sometimes, you know, but for you to hurt your body, that means you're not doing something properly. You know what I'm saying? So guys that are talking about how they hurt themselves, bro, they're not doing things properly, man. Like I know guys that have been here for 20, 25, 30 years and they're healthy, you know? So it all depends on you. Like, how do you want to take care of yourself? Are you that type of person that don't care about safety, that don't care about doing the things in the right way? Or you someone that actually put a lot of effort protecting yourself? Because at the end of the day, like our goal is to make money, but the most important thing is to be healthy. Because if you don't have a healthy life, then how would you make money? You know what I mean? Yeah, for the most part, I would say they're exaggerating, man. Like it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Trust me, it's not that bad at all. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. How long have you been in aviation? I would say close to 5, 6 years now. I'm still new, man. I'm still new to the industry, man. I would say 5, 6 years now. This year, we make like 6 years. I'm still a new guy to the industry. I'm still new to the industry, man. I know guys that have been here for 30 years, 35 years. Shit. Yeah, it's not, trust me, it's not that bad. It's not that bad, man. It's not that bad. Yes, it could be physically demanding. I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, sometimes you might have to, you're gonna feel it. But trust me, for the most part, if you do things the right way, you will survive. You know, you survive. So yeah, I think that's it for today, man. You know, appreciate you guys that took your time, showed up to this live. I had a good conversation. I would try to be doing these at least once every week. You know, and my apologies for not uploading videos. And the reason is because I'm not working right now, and my schedule is weird. I'm doing a training, and once I'm done with the training, I'll be back to work, and I'll be back to my regular 455 schedule, which will give me more time to make more videos. So once I'm back to work, I'm gonna be, I'm saying, making more videos, man. So I appreciate the love. Someone said, "Do you have Instagram?" Yes, my Instagram is Peter. My Instagram right now, Peter Janet. So yeah, that's my Instagram. DM me anytime. We can schedule a call. Have a quick conversation. You know, my goal is to help as many people, man. As many people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know everything. Like I'm still new, but a little I know, I definitely want to share and help people out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I appreciate you guys that came out, show me some love to this live video. Appreciate your time, appreciate your effort. Your subscription means a lot to me, bro. Like I said, I always started and I just started. Hold on, someone just asked me a question. Uh I just graduated. Any advice for finding apprenticeship job? First thing I would tell you to do is apply online. But what you want to do is find companies that are looking for apprentice, right? And you want to drop your resume in person. Trust me, that makes a lot of difference. And that's something people don't really talk about. And it's something that I've really, like, all the jobs I got was actually me applying in person. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you think of it, right? Everyone is applying for the same job online, but how do you stand out? How do you stand out from everyone that's applying for the job is by applying in person, you know? And I know some companies do have this policy of you gotta apply online, but also taking that extra step of dropping your resume in person, trust me, man, it goes a long way and it helps you out a lot, you know? Secondly, is try to get like any type of reference. Uh Maybe if you have a friend that helps too. The thirdly is by graduating with accreditation. Accreditation means you pass all your courses in school 70% and above, because that will help you out, not only get your license, but companies actually look at that too before they hire you. And lastly is by, during your summer break, if you can try to get any type of apprenticeship experience, maybe like a co-op or internship, that helps out too. Having your driver license, your what's it called? Radio license is going to help you out too. A lot. That kind of screwed me up. My driver license, radio license, I didn't have, when I graduated school, I didn't have those two things, and that kind of slowed my application. Especially if you want to work in an airline, having those two things, it's mandatory. You gotta have your driver license and also your radio license. Radio license. You know what I'm saying? But the big thing, man, the big thing is actually taking that extra step and dropping in your resume in person. Trust me, it helps a lot. It help, especially as an apprentice with no experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you leverage what you have? You have no experience, but just taking that extra step, you apply your online, then you actually take that extra step and drop your resume in person. Trust me, it's going to help you out a lot, man. And if you need any help, if you need have any question, my Instagram is right here. You can shoot me a text, man. You know what I'm saying? I can help you out any way I can. You know what I'm saying? So text me out. We can schedule a call or something. You know. But yeah, appreciate all the love, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate all the love, all the support. If you guys have any question, my Instagram is right here. Text me up and we can schedule a call. We can, you know, try to find a solution, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I gotta go right now. I appreciate you guys for coming out, showing me some love. Appreciate your time, your subscription. And I'll be back uploading video very soon, man. I just gotta finish up this training. Once I'm done with this training, then I'll be back uploading videos consistently. Okay. Appreciate your patience, appreciate your subscription, your likes, your sharing. It means a lot to me, man. If you guys have any questions, text me on Instagram at Peter Janet. That's PeterJanded. And I will get back to you as soon as possible. I love you guys, man. Thank you for coming outside. Thank you for showing me love on this live video. And I will catch you guys next time. All right. Peace out.